It's the Groupcast podcast, a show about stuff like stupid jokes and Charlie folks and random ass topics with Casey, Wes, and special guests like Fred and Danny, Kyle, Riley, Lennon's there too. This is their theme song, it's pretty cool. Just don't ask Wes to sing the rest cause he'll forget the words, so sit right down and gather round, but not too close because they were so ugly that everyone died. Podcast.
Oh, hey, we're recording now.
Hey!
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 Doodly done.
We're here. We're here on the boat.
We're on a boat.
We're on a boat.
Doodly.
And if
Doodly,
you don't,
done.
and if you don't believe us,
Listen to this crackling sound.
I don't know if you heard that or not. But we're on a boat. I'm not gonna get up.
Yeah, don't.
No. I need something to throw off that's heavy. Kyle, give me one of your shoes.
Kyle, give me you.
Give me the boat key.
I have lettuce. Do you want to throw lettuce?
As always, I am Big Wes. Joining on the boat is Casey.
Whether the weather be hot or whether the weather be cold, we're light as a feather because Groupcast together, and we're better than ever, so there. I came up with that when I was in the shower.
I'm too freaked out about the boat, like, just turning around, and I'm watching you stay still, and then everything else around you is turning around.
It's like that U2 song. I'm in a place called Vertigo. That's not what Bong's voice sounds like.
Kyle's also here.
I'm on a boat. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
And Stacy.
There was a beaver dog earlier. Just
Beaver
saying.
dog.
If you don't believe that we're on a boat,
Go fuck yourself.
that, and we're also putting out a Two Guys Go on Adventure.
That's gonna be like 10 seconds long.
Sure.
We'll make more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can go out here whenever.
Prove to you of the existence of boats and shows.
Boats and shows.
Boats and shows. Boats and shows. Gotta have me my boats and shows.
Every time I come, I produce a quark.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
The boat's freaking me out, man.
Why?
It looks like the land is coming toward us.
If
And we're
do-
just here.
If you donate $10,000 to Read a Rainbow for Kickstarter,
Read a rainbow?
yeah, the Read a Rainbow thingy,
Read a rabbit?
you get the visor that the black guy wore
Phil
in
Lamar.
Star Trek.
Yeah, that show's coming back.
Star Trek or Reading Rainbow?
Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, as he just mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
But I saw the if you donate $10,000, you get the visor thing that he wore on set.
That all he sees is KKK members.
What?
It was a Family Guy parody.
Okay.
I wonder what he sees in that thing.
Yeah, there's also, there was also a Kickstarter I saw recently. They're making Shaq Fu 2.
Oh yeah,
Who?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Because apparently people want Shaq Fu.
What's Shaq Fu?
Shaq Fu was
Are
a
you
very
kidding
bad
me? You
movie.
don't know what that is?
No.
It's a bad movie.
It's a bad movie where Shaq
Does
and
martial arts.
in his terrible acting skills does terrible martial arts.
I think he did,
and there was a video game about
I think
it.
he did pretty good at Shazam.
He was creepy.
It
Let's
was
green egg and ham it.
It was pretty cool.
Let's-
I like Shazam. Even though as I was growing up I couldn't remember the difference between Shaq Genie Shazam or Captain Marvel Shazam.
What?
Captain Marvel
Okay.
is a DC comic character.
What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. And the kid who is Captain Marvel says Shazam, and he turns into Captain Marvel.
He says Shazam.
Shazam. Shazam!
Boop da bop da boop.
Boop bop boop da Shazam.
We have a lot to talk about
We do.
as of recent events.
I have a pretty short one.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I got a couple. I got a couple pretty short ones.
The anchor is under the boat.
Hooray!
Hoist
Well-
anchor.
While Casey is adjusting his anchor,
Hoisting anchor.
last week.
Yeah, here you go, internet. That's
That-
water.
You should have picked the entire anchor up and just thrown it back out.
Yeah.
No,
That would have made a splash.
I don't want to
Yeah.
splash the microphone.
I'm gonna get emails that we're filming in a bathtub. We're recording in a bathtub.
Hey, maybe we are.
It's a big bathtub.
We're
Yeah,
so
rubber ducky.
concerned with people not believing we're on a boat right now. Anyway, go ahead.
Bed,
La-
bath, and boats.
Bed, Bath, and Beyond tubs.
Which is also bath.
Shut up.
Beyond bath, which is like the sink.
The door.
The door.
It's just more bath.
It's just outside the bathroom.
It's bed, bath, and more bath. Buy our bath shit.
That's what water beds are for.
Yeah.
You don't have to wake up and get a shower. You're already in it.
Or you're just like you're sleeping. It's like I need to get a shower. Fucking pull out a knife, stab your bed.
I'm looking for a universal remote for a bed, for a bath,
For Beyond.
for a beyond.
What's
For
a Beyond?
curtains.
Curtains. I want remote control curtains. So last weekend
Yeah.
was the semifinals for the comedy competition at the Cove. Last night was the finals.
Yeah.
For those of you outside of central Pennsylvania, the
Which
Cove...
is nobody because nobody listens to us.
But we do it anyway.
We do it anyway.
The Cove is hosted by a local radio personality, Nipsey.
That's his name, even though his actual name is Steve.
Yeah.
Steve.
So many. Steve.
What's his last name?
Steve.
Steve. No, it's
Steve Steverson.
Steve
Mr.
Stevenson.
Mr. Steve.
It's something Italian. That's all I know.
Steve something Italian.
Yeah, there you go.
So we just call him Steve.
Steve Boopity Boppity.
Steve, hey, you there with your shirt and your pants?
I terrified him
Yeah.
just by yelling and being a wall. That's all I have to say about that. He just said, "You're a very terrifying man."
That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Stacy lives at my house now.
Oh yeah, it does. And I has a car now. And I drove it around the lake. Not in the lake, but around the lake.
She drives a submarine. Sandwich.
We all live in a yellow submarine.
Sandwich.
Summer.
Submarine. A
Because the
yellow
car is a
submarine.
song.
Even though it's blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We named our cars.
I remember you mentioning this.
Yeah.
I just forget.
My car's name is Shelly because I don't know.
Okay. What is your car name?
Blue Phoenix. Because it's pretty and it comes up.
She's like a gamer and he is just a fag.
Well, that's pretty much what Steve is.
going to name you Blue Phoenix. Shelly.
Hey, Shelly, do you guys know about the learning tree
Yes.
with Shelly the nanny?
Yes.
Seriously?
I've heard of it.
That's
yes.
amazing because nobody else has heard of that. For those of you who don't know, it was like 1989 where this set of Hooked on Phonics videos came out.
a very good year.
And there was this woman in very large overalls living in a treehouse with puppets.
Yep.
Oh.
And there was a cat who did karate, and he slammed his hand on a piece of wood, and it got huge, and he just goes, "Oh!" And it's enormous. I'm surprised you heard of that, because I feel like I was the only person who knew about that.
I'm very into pop culture of all kinds.
Yeah, like Roly Poly Oly.
Yeah.
Hey, I love that show.
Be small and squirking round. I still think it says squirk. That's not even a word.
He's small and that and round. Ta-da! So, my other short little thing before I let you have the boat.
I have a lot of boat to talk about.
Yes.
Here, now you hold the boat.
Yeah.
In the land of girls and girls, the swellest get around.
If anyone that listens or doesn't listen remember the story I had
Guy
about
from Wales.
the guy with the cowboy hat hard hat. He strikes again.
I can't believe that's a real thing.
He strikes again. He was walking around the building a couple days ago, and when he left the room that I was in with a couple drywallers and a couple HVAC guys, for those of you that don't know, HVAC is
Hazmat
Heating,
vacuum.
venting, air conditioning.
yes. You're
What?
good.
What?
What?
What? How do you know about
My
that?
dad's a jack of all trades. He does fucking everything.
Yeah, he's stupid. You should tell. You should.
Oh god, he is really stupid. He will not go to the
How
hospital.
stupid is he?
Tuba.
Sorry, I forgot about that.
Okay, he's
Yo,
gonna
girl.
be a manly man. I I don't know why I switched accents.
I don't know. Just stop it.
Okay. He tries to be a manly man, so he refuses to ask for help, and he's only been to the hospital twice, and that's only when he got a piece of metal stuck in his eye,
and when he was born.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. 3
And
times.
when he got arthritis from Little Bunny Foo Foo.
No.
Little Bunny Foo. Ah!
No, and when he cut off his finger. So
I was
he's
close.
Yeah, close enough. It's like, ah!
When I first met Stacy's dad, he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, I'm looking for another piece of my finger. Do you have a good one?" That's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
He like grabs my hand. He's like, "Oh, you got a pretty nice one right there. I think I might take that."
Yeah, he might take it and just put it on his finger.
Because he's got a stub,
Yeah.
and he wanted to take my finger.
No, Keith.
And then her sister was like, "All right, are your cuticles all there? All right, good. They're still there."
What does that even mean?
I don't know. She looked at my hands to see if I had cuticles or not.
Your family sounds weird.
They're just
they are
hand
very
obsessed.
Yeah, they're just obsessed with
They're a
hands.
bunch of hands.
They dream of being hand models.
Sure.
Nobody sees what I'm doing, but I'm doing hand motions. I gotta get.
Butterfly.
Yeah, it's like,
water.
this is the new iPhone.
This is your iPhone.
I just have my phone out. I'm just going like swiping across the screen.
In any which way.
But the hard hat guy,
Yeah, back to
cowboy hat guy.
yeah.
Oh, I almost dropped my water.
Oh no.
In the water.
In the water. Waterception.
Oh,
He walks in and
Water
just
to water jokes.
and looks around, see how things are going, and one of the HVAC guys that's installing, forget what it's called now, installing shit, he looks down at his partner, he says, "What the fuck is with this guy?" And his partner says, "What do you mean?" "Well, I've seen him walk around and bitch at some people for not wearing safety glasses, but he could walk around with wearing a goddamn hard hat." And his partner goes, "No, dude, that's a hard hat." He goes, "What the fuck?" And I look at him because I was like, right there, I'm like, "Yeah, dude, I had that same reaction when I first realized that it was a hard hat." He goes, "What the fuck is that?" I'm like, "All right, now get this. You might as well get off your ladder right now because you're just going to pass the fuck out when I tell you this." He actually got down.
okay.
And he gets down, he's like, "All right, what?" And it said, "That shit's OSHA certified." He's like, "What the fuck is this, man? What? How much did you pay for that goddamn shit?" I'm like, I found $85 for one." He's like, "What the fuck? I could go to Lowe's and get one for $6, and he paid $85 for that piece of shit." And so he was generally pissed off about a cowboy hat hard
You
hat.
must be really dedicated to the fact that you think you're a cowboy.
And that you work in a construction-y job to wear said cowboy.
Yeah, you
hard
should
hat.
only be wearing those if you're a cowboy or live on a farm or a ranch or something.
And if your farm ranch is being constructed on, then you can wear your cowboy hat.
Yeah,
on.
that makes sense. If you're barn raising, and you feel
It's
like
a puppy!
It's a poopy.
oh, there it is.
There's 2 of them! Oh my god, they're so cute.
Why did
Sorry,
we all
continue.
look at the puppies? Like, okay,
It was something to look at that's moving. Because we're barely.
Actually, I think we are getting closer to the land.
no, we're not.
I don't know.
Well, we are
It's-
twisting a lot.
It's
the
weird
wind.
perception. And I don't like it.
Doodly moving.
We might have gone a little bit closer just because I moved the anchor.
So you may have the boat now.
All right. Well, this is kind of my boat.
Yeah.
So I started a new job in
Yes.
which I am working in an office. And for those of you who've never worked in an office, are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You were looking at your laptop strangely. If you want to know what it's like to work in an office, take everything you know about, like, from the media and stereotypes about being in an office, and remember those, because it's all exactly like that. You got, like, if it's basically like The Office, that show, The Office.
Only not as fun.
Not as fun. The place I work at is amazing, except for some of the people I work with. First of all, I work on a floor of all 40s age women, and so their favorite thing in the entire world is to gossip about each other all the time, and it's hilarious. Did you hear what Roxanne did last night? Roxanne! Roxanne! That's not what he sounds like.
Put on the red line!
40-year-old people just want to talk about
Pudding
sex.
with red light. Pudding with red guard. I don't know.
Ew.
Everyone likes pudding.
Yeah, and then my aunt who also works there, her boss is a fuck.
Just like my
just,
mentor.
just like your Todd. He's a fuck. Because he comes up to me. Basically what I do all day is I scan papers and...
Oh, God.
You almost sneezed your sunglasses off.
He almost sneezed off the bench.
Excuse me.
But...
Scuba.
Scuba. Submarine. It's brilliant. All I do all day is just scan stuff and file away papers. And every time he walks past me, he's like, "Hey, you sure doing your job over there?"
That sounds like my dad.
He's got like the most generic sounding voice.
Yeah. "Hey, son, what are you doing over there?"
Working hard.
Yeah, if I could get those
Yeah,
by
I think he
Friday
said
at
that
noon,
once.
that would be great. But it's Friday at 11. Yeah, I'm going to need them in an hour.
I'm gonna need you to work on Sunday. And
But
But
it's-
if you could just come to the dark side without cookies, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm going to need to work on Sunday. But it is Sunday.
that that place I work at is great though for various reasons. First of all, they're just like, "So, how often do you want to work?" I was like, "I don't want to work full time." So they're just like, "All right, if you want to take off, go ahead. If you want to leave early, okay." They just don't care about that sort of thing. And they have a water club. Yeah.
They stand around the water cooler and they talk
No,
about shit.
people who aren't part of the water club can't use the water cooler.
What?
Yeah, they have a water fountain in the middle of the because it's like it's 2 rooms of cubicles separated by a hallway,
Okay.
and in that hallway there's a water fountain.
Oasis.
Yeah. But if
After a long day of scanning bullshit, the best thing to have is a nice drink of water. Wait, you're not in the water club? Fuck you.
you have to pay $1 a month to be in the water club,
Really?
Oh, it kind of makes sense.
and you get
It's stupid as shit, but I understand
It
why.
was really funny. My supervisor was like, "All right, so this is the water cooler. You can't use it unless you're part of the water club. But if you are and you pay the amount of money that you need to pay for it, you get to put your ice on the top shelf of the freezer." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And she's like, "It's a very special privilege, trust me." And they have drawers full of snacks.
Okay.
They're just like, "Yeah, you can just get one of those whenever you want. They're 60 cents. And it's funny because there's a sign that says, "We've recently had to increase the prices of our snacks from 30 cents to 60 cents. Because it's about time that we increase prices." Like, but 60 cents is not a lot of money.
Yeah, if I want to get something out of the vending machine at work, I gotta pay anywhere from $1.35 to $1.60 for a bag of M&Ms or a honey bun. It's all the same price.
Yeah.
Let's see. I can get this small, tiny candy bar or this giant-ass Texas-sized cinnamon roll.
It's the size of Texas.
Well, it's what it says. It says Big Texas Cinnamon Roll for $1.65.
Oh.
Or $1.55 for a fucking candy bar. Great, 10 cents, I'm getting the honey bun.
I'm a little
Cinnamon
glad
roll
that
thing.
I work at a place that doesn't have vending machines anymore.
I don't get anything out of the vending machine.
But at the same time, right now, because I'm in Ephrata, I don't pack a lunch. Mostly because I'm partners with Ralphie now, and he doesn't pack a lunch. He just goes out and buys his lunch. So, like, there's a diner up there that's really good that we go to a lot, or we go across the street from the diner to Burger King, or there's a pretty decent Chinese place that we go to a couple times.
I go out every week for lunch. I went to Nino Burrito for the first time ever.
And you didn't take me.
Because I was at work.
I probably was too.
It was amazing.
Which one did you go to?
It's in Camp Hill.
The one in Windsor Park?
Yes.
The shop is 5 minutes from there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I work in the very center of Camp Hill.
Okay.
At this group of buildings. The best part about where I work
Yeah.
is people will just drop hints about just stuff that happens.
Yeah.
For example, my boss came in. She's like, "So, we have a birthday lunch every month. Just order what you want, and we'll get it for you, okay? Because it was my birthday last month.
Mm-hmm.
So just order what you want, and we'll get it for you. Just in case nobody told you." I'm like, "Oh, all right." And there was cake. It was
Nice.
great. And then another time, somebody else came in and was like, "Hey, I don't know if anyone told you this, but every Wednesday, this guy in an ice cream truck comes up.
Yeah.
So if you ever want ice cream, just come with money." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I fucking missed the snow cone guy at your house yesterday. He went up.
I saw him.
He went up the street, and I was on the phone, and I go running out. I hear bells. I gotta go follow the bells, and he's already like up the street. I'm like, motherfucker.
Surge's right after him with money in hand.
Ding, ding. You put on full linebacker mode and just start rushing toward him.
Yeah. So, what kind of Nito burrito did you get?
The burrito-y one.
Let's see. I got a beef one
Okay.
with lettuce and tomato and avocado and Spanish rice. I think that was it. Salsa.
Cool.
Yeah.
I usually get the Cowboy Crunch, which is really good, or I get a jalapeno cheese tortilla with Spanish rice, refried beans, half
Oh, I had refried beans on there too.
half chili, or half refried beans, half chili, beef, lettuce, tomato, onion, and guac.
Guac.
And I get it grilled and cheese, and it's fucking delicious. They're
Oh,
like
I
the
want
size of your
Nito
head.
burrito now. Damn
They're like
it.
the size of your head.
God, they're so huge, but they're
Yeah.
so good.
And with dollar guac, like a build your own with dollar guac, fucking $10
Yeah, exactly.
for a burrito the size of your head. That's fucking great.
Yeah, it is the liberalist place I've ever been
It
to.
is.
It's got like metal on the sides.
Yeah.
Nobody wears any uniforms.
Nope.
Everybody has tattoos
Yeah. Or beards.
or beards
The-
or
the-
both.
The tables are like the Guess Who game from our childhood. The first time that I took Emily there, Dylan.
You recorded that.
Yeah,
didn't you?
Dylan and Lennon were there.
Shameless plug.
It was also their first time, and we were playing Guess Who. We went. That one was the one on Carlisle Pike in Silver Creek Commons. I did a job right next to Nito Burrito. Like we left half an hour before they opened. I was really pissed off that I didn't get a Nito Burrito for lunch. But at the Silver Creek Commons one, in the middle of, they have their burrito station checkout thing
Yeah.
is in like a big loop, like in the middle of
Yeah.
the room, and there's a smaller loop, like as like a workstation table kind
Yeah.
of thing. At the one end, it's like fucking 2 feet tall and a foot wide. It's an Elvis lamp, and it's pretty cool looking. And I was talking to the one girl that worked there, and she swears to God that the Elvis lamp comes to life at night.
It's like Night of the Museum.
Yeah, I watched that movie the other night.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The second one sucks.
Yeah, it does.
That cloud's a smiley face.
I don't see it.
Hey, you see that cloud? Kind of looks like a pumpkin.
It looks like there's an eye, and there's a big eye.
That
and
one
there's
kind of looks like a
front.
malformed Cookie Monster.
That one kind of looks like a guy poking another guy's butt. Looks like a hand, and it's going boop. Now it looks like backwards Japan.
That one looks like the seat of a bidet.
backwards Japan.
It does.
That one right? No, that one right there.
Yeah.
It's got the toilet seat in the water shooting out.
But no, this one over here, right where I'm pointing there, it looks like Japan, but like mirrored.
Yeah.
It's backwards Japan.
And then the one next to it is a heart.
Visuals.
Yes.
That you can't see because you're sound.
Fuck you.
The other place I really like is Isaac's, where it's just sandwiches.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times, but I was a kid, so I didn't really enjoy it.
Oh my god, they're so good. The one I get is the pterodactyl, which is
Is everything named after birds?
yeah, everything.
Okay.
I want a pterodactyl pet.
Pterodactyls considered.
Pterodactyls?
Pterodactyls
Special
considered
guest
birds.
Riley.
Yeah, they are. Technically, all dinosaurs are birds.
Apparently.
because they evolved into birds.
But they were
Birds!
originally reptiles.
Yeah. But they turned
fuck?
into birds.
Weren't they
Well, is a
originally
pterodactyl
sons?
considered a reptile or a bird? Or a reptilian bird?
I think it's a reptile. Archaeopteryx is a bird.
Yes.
So yeah.
I'm just going to agree with you. I don't know.
But the pterodactyl at Isaac's is my favorite. It's provolone cheese, like 3 types of giant meats, lettuce, tomato, red onions, and pesto.
Nice. I think we should go to Isaac sometime.
We should.
Isn't the nearest one like Camp Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the nearest Nito too.
Whenever you're back in Camp Hill,
Yeah.
just tell me when you go on to lunch, and I will go meet you somewhere.
I'm normally not in the shop.
Yeah.
And if I'm near the shop, I'm out on a job, and I'm with Todd, and Todd doesn't go out. So
Fuck Todd.
I pack a lunch then.
Alright.
So, I have a discovery.
Yeah.
When I load trailers at work, I discovered that only one of 2 things is what we talk about.
Okay.
Dicks
One is food,
and dicks.
so you're close.
Food is good to talk about.
And 2 is we
on.
badmouth like 3 people constantly.
Hold on. Back the Soul Train up, Don Cornelius.
It's getting backed up.
I do not eat dicks, but I heard some people do.
Okay.
Whatever bites your fancy.
Okay.
Or
You
whatever that
You
saying
talk about
goes.
dicks. No, we talk about food, but that's pretty close.
Dicks go in your mouth, food goes in your mouth. You're kind of close.
I don't
Yes,
understand what this
Stacy.
is.
It's a
What
chair.
is-
Dicks go in your mouth.
Nope. I'll pass.
So, but we badmouth like 1 of 3 people.
Okay.
One of them's Steve, which
Steve.
everybody fucking hates.
Understandable.
Steve was in the Air Force. He apparently crawled around inside of gas tanks to fix them or look for.
That was on
stuff.
Dirty Jobs once.
Yeah. So everybody thinks he's retarded, or
Because he
almost
crawls in
break-
gas tanks?
That's what he used to do. But he takes. If we have to do a live load on a trailer, it means the driver's waiting for the trailer, so they have to get it and leave. Your maximum is 2 hours. You have 2 hours to do the job, and then you're done. If you take any longer, you could technically do it, but you get in a shitload of trouble because they want the trailers out so that the company looks good.
Yeah.
Steve will take all 2 hours, if not more, and he still has a job. I was told.
But he has a job!
Yeah, I was told that Steve only is allowed to load trailers because he can't do a goddamn other thing in the warehouse properly. Nothing. So, yes, Friday, the new guy. I'm no longer the new guy. There's now a new guy.
Awesome.
So I'm the other new guy.
Feels good.
The new guy was loading trucks, and I ended up helping him, and Steve was the one bringing us our shit. And I'm just trying to teach him how to do shit because it was only his second day and he doesn't know anything. And I'm not really one to speak for Steve because I don't know who Steve is other than the retard who brings stuff. So I try not to say too much bad about him. But Steve would come in on the walkie, which is like a hand jacky ride. For those of you
He comes in on Milwaukee.
on Milwaukee, and he goes in, and I was like, so if you ever bring a knife to work to cut saran wrap off of boxes, don't do it while he has his forks in the box, because he'll yank the shit around because he gets stuck in skids all the time. And he's like, why? And he didn't understand at first. He's like, why? Is he going to tell on you if you got a knife? I was like, no, here, let me show you. And Steve just comes in, tries to put the skid down, and then jerks it forward, and then jerks it forward again and pushes it back and jerks it forward, and then goes up to the loading stage and gets the skid off and brings it back right up to your fucking face.
Sounds like me when I try to parallel
He
park.
can't tell how far he has to bring the skid up, so he'll push it almost all the way up to where the boxes you've set down are, which make it harder for you to get boxes off of the skid and onto where you need to throw them. He takes 15 to a half an hour, 15 minutes to a half an hour to go out of the truck and find another skid to bring it back. And I'm telling him, yeah, you kind of just have to wait. Steve goes slow and he doesn't hurry unless he's bitched at a lot. And he asked the same question I asked the first time I had Steve load a trailer for me. How does he still have a job? Nobody knows.
Yeah, there's always someone like that at work. For me, that person is this woman who always, interrupts me while I'm trying to do something and goes, hey, I want to talk to you for about a half an hour about my son who's leaving for college, and I'm sad. I don't want him to leave.
Will you be my son till you leave for college?
Will you be my son now?
I am in college. I hate you.
She is very annoying.
I'm going to put you up for adoption.
But I'm not your son. I'm adopting you. Then I'm unadopting you.
Oh, okay. So, hey, the Comedy Zone's coming back.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
We got official word last night that the Comedy Zone is coming back. It'll be held Saturday nights.
Do you know if Maroney's hosting?
It'll be different hosts every weekend.
Oh, interesting.
But sometimes it'll be Keith, sometimes it'll be Steve, sometimes it'll be other people.
Cool.
I forget who all the other people
Is
were.
Charlie coming back?
No, Charlie's
done.
Yeah, he's not allowed anywhere.
And even if he did come back, he and Maroney hate each other.
Yeah.
For good reason.
Because
And-
Charlie's apparently an ass?
Yeah.
Apparently he is.
He doesn't even need to be racist to be an ass.
Yeah. He's just one big ass.
God damn it.
Yeah.
No, he literally is just one big ass.
Yeah.
So
I like. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But
He's 90% ass.
People say he's full of shit. They really do mean it.
Lennon, Steckler and I were talking about the Comedy Zone, and Steckler looks at me. He says, "So are you going to talk to your uncle about coming back?" I'm like, "Fuck no." He says, "Oh, but I want him to come back." I looked at him and said, "Honestly, knowing my uncle, I'm pretty sure he never left. He just walked in and all the lights are off and it's empty. He's like, well, I get to do 45 minutes tonight then."
He just talks about his truck for 45
Yeah.
minutes, where 35 of those 45 minutes are him trying to remember where he was last week.
Yeah.
No, Steckler just wants
Steckler.
to... Steckler just wants to know if Keith is coming back so he doesn't have to be the least funny person there.
dude, that'd be funny. Like if your uncle just showed up while you were on stage telling a set or something.
He just goes, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Remember that it was I was just started saying this all the time. It was a Geico commercial with a pothole that had a mouth.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no.
Oh, your tire's all flat and junk.
Here, let me get out my cellular and
Oh wait, I have a pothole.
so
Came back.
Get back.
the other one that was funny.
I love that so
The
much.
other one that was funny was like the water faucet that was like, I am strong like ox. Oh, that's great.
But there will be 2 shows at the Comedy Zone. 8 to 10 will be an actual setup show.
A paid show.
I guess it's paid.
$40 and a dinner.
They didn't really talk about that so much.
They gotta keep Sheriff Holiday working.
Yeah. It's a regular show, and then 10 to at least midnight will be open mic. So that should be spectacular. And like you said, I think some night, probably like the second or third week that they're up, I'm gonna do my set from Angie's. See how that works over.
I'm gonna keep going at it because last week on Tuesday it was Steve Studios' final night at Angie's.
Yep.
He's leaving for Moldova.
Tuesday.
Yeah,
That's not a real place at all.
that's another thing I have to talk about. Something about Bill Clinton. He's a reptilian overlord. Did you know that?
Bill Clinton?
Bill Clinton.
Well, I am him.
But no, there were only like 15 comics who went on his last night, and he just kept getting angrier the whole time. This one woman, in a dress, came up and she had this giant plate of cake,
Of
and she's just
chocolate
like,
cake.
Was that the same chick?
Yes.
I fucking hate her.
The same chick from Valentine's Day
The one that just went up and ate cake?
for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask Lennon about it, but I swear to God that might be her.
Probably was. She just gets up there and she looks like the girl from T-Mobile with the pink
Okay.
dress, this pink spotted dress. She comes up there and she's like, rape It's all about, I don't know, she just rambles on about rape for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it turns out pretty much her and all of her friends had been roofied at one point.
Yeah, and she's like, 3.14% of guys claim they raped someone. Like, grabs a giant fistful of cake.
High percent of guys.
And just goes,
Yeah, and then... and she's like, girls are supposed to be pretty and polite, and when we're not, guys get all angry. And then she, like, puts her face into the cake.
She just goes, oh.
That's shit I would do.
Yeah.
That shit I would do while raping someone.
Oh, you feel so good.
That's not cake. Rape is not a joke.
Nobody was raped in the making of this Boats and Shows.
I might have been.
Sorry, what?
Yes.
But I'm over here.
Stacy, stop raping Wes.
I'm sorry, Wes.
It's okay.
Put your vagina away.
God, now I can't stop thinking about me doing a set and my uncle walks in. Or he's there and I just don't know it. I get up on stage. Some people might, some of the comics might know me as the nephew of the legendarily unfunny Keith Lowe. Wait, that's me.
God damn it, my secret's revealed.
I'm funny.
Yeah, I talk about parents living to be 100 years old.
Y2K.
And then, fucking, during last Christmas, he did the entire That's Not a Knife, This Is a Knife scene from Crocodile Dundee. I did do that. That was pretty funny. I like that movie. Bird fancy.
And then he starts muttering the whole scene under his breath. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I don't even know. I've never watched that movie.
You've never seen Crocodile Dundee?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Isn't it the second one?
No, it's the first one.
Okay.
Whatever.
No, it was in New York. That's why he does it. And it's the second one.
He goes to New York in the first one.
He goes to New York in the second one.
No, he goes to the...
Crocodiles! I'm sorry you couldn't see that.
I once actually confused Crocodile Dundee with Steve Irwin. I was in like 7th grade.
I think I did the same thing.
And I was talking about Crocodile Dundee.
That's not a knife.
Well, they're both relatively the same guy. They wear hats.
They wear hats.
Yeah. Steve Irwin's dead.
But
Paul
only one
Logan's
of...
career is kind of dead.
My turn.
That.
But no, Steve just kept getting angry at Steve Zudia.
Steve.
Not Steve Irwin, he's dead.
He just keeps getting angrier in his grave.
Damn
Have
you,
you
Stingray.
Have you ever seen what Steve Irwin's daughter looks like?
Yes, she has, like, the largest, deepest, black, devil-looking eyes ever.
The last time
I feel like every time I see a picture of her, she's stealing my soul through a picture.
When her father died, all of the joy went with him.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's terrible. But no,
Do you know how many kids were sad upon his death?
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I was sad too.
She
but
just
no,
channeled it all into her. Now she's a black-eyed demon of killjoy.
she absorbed all the sad tears of children.
Isn't she like 16 now?
She's like 18.
Is she really?
Yeah. I only like this. Don't get no ideas now. She is hot though. I'm not gonna lie. She's really good looking. And if she's 16, I don't mean that at all. She's not hot. She is just a person who is 16 and underage.
I just made a noise with my mouth.
But no,
I don't have to apologize for shit.
Put it in the link dump, Gus.
Link dump.
But no, it was funny. The first time I saw what Steve Irwin's daughter looked like, I don't remember her name.
You looking her up?
Yes.
I want to say
she will be 16 in July.
She is not hot at all.
She looks better than what she did as a small child.
Yeah, when she was a kid, she had this show right after Steve Irwin died,
Yeah.
and that's how I remember. That's how she's immortalized in my mind. And now, like seeing a recent picture of her, it's like, oh, this person is actually a person.
Yeah, it's not just a kid.
Zaboomafoo.
I miss Zaboomafoo.
It's Sticky Feet.
all I care about is that goddamn talking lemur.
That looked like a...
That's her when she was a child.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, God.
I remember the child from the show.
Yeah. Zaboomafoo with that creepy, like, mangy puppet
Yeah.
with staring dead eyes.
Marbles.
Come on.
Marbles, yeah.
Marbles.
You had to give him a different type of food every time.
Yeah.
More.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake,
That's
shake,
her
shake.
relatively recently.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks like a preteen.
That's cool.
Gross.
So, I wish I was Australian.
Okay, so I'd go down under on her. Except she's 16 and that's terrible. Stop that, Wes.
Not in
Stop
Australia. Maybe.
it. It's like Keith's joke. The age of consent in Australia is 14. Why would you know that?
There's places where it's 13.
Isn't it like isn't it like really young in Las Vegas or something?
I thought it was Louisiana that it was like 13.
Louisiana, whatever.
No, there's a lot of places all over the world that they don't care.
I don't care. Switzerland.
Yeah, India doesn't care so much to prearrange a marriage when you're born.
Yeah.
As soon as you
Or
bleed,
they
you're
care
ready.
too much. Either way.
That's how the world sees it. As soon as you bleed, you're ready.
Hey.
That's like a nope.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing what?
Vaginas.
Sharing vaginas.
Sharing your vagina with me is caring.
But anyway, Steve's last show, he just kept... I'm
Sorry.
gonna keep getting back to this.
Go ahead.
I went on my own tangent. That was my fault. But no, he just kept getting angrier over the course of the whole time. I don't think... Did, what's-his-face, the drunk guy, go up?
Weren't they all drunk?
Well, there was this one guy when Valak was one of the last people up.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to Wayne?
I don't know. I still have a video of him, the second one.
He just breaks his leg one day and
He
then
disappeared.
disappears.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back when his
He
leg is
hobbles
healed.
off into the sunset, never to be seen or heard from again.
At one point during the finals last night, when Earl David Reed was doing 10 minutes in between everyone's set, I looked at Lemon and I looked at him like real serious, like, what's wrong? I said, Wayne is much better than Earl David Reed. He goes, I hate to say it, but you're right.
Yeah.
It's true.
But anyway, yeah, there was Valak got up and there was this really drunk guy in the back, and it's like,
Valak?
no, not Valak.
Valley got up on stage and he's still in the back. He's in a paradox.
Yeah. He's yeah.
Yeah.
And he's up there, and this guy in the back is like, why don't you talk about some
Balls.
He just starts mumbling, and like he and Valak like have a conversation back and forth about nothing in particular, and then he goes, I just want to hear about something. And he just goes, shut up. And everybody was like, oh, Valak did something kind of funny for once.
Yeah, when Valak is like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Then you know that you're not funny at all.
Yeah.
If Valak thinks you're stupid, and he's the stupidest there.
Yeah, then you have a problem. You need to seek help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one point last night. I forget which comedian it was, but he got no laughs at all. Like
course.
it was almost dead silent. He was that bad.
Wow.
Valak comes stumbling over. He's giggling like a little girl. He grabs a hold of Lenny. He just like, he's hanging off his shoulder. He's like, dude, this guy fucking sucks. And he just like stumbles away. Not that he's drunk or anything. He just stumbles away like he does.
That's how he walks.
And Lennon turns around and he goes, dude, when Valak says someone sucks, they really suck.
Yeah. But okay, but the last thing that happened, the most memorable thing, was Steve got up on stage after everyone had gone, and I was like, oh, this is going to be good. So I got out my phone and I started recording whatever he was going to do, because I know there was going to be something. And he's like, honestly, I hate all of you. And I'm not going to miss coming here to Andy's every week and putting together this sad, pathetic comedy show. So now I'm just going to shit on all of you. And everybody cheers. And that's when he looks at me and he sees that I'm recording. He's like, hey, stop filming this. Stop filming this. I'm like, I'm not going to stop filming this. Stop filming it. I'm not going to stop. Stop filming this.
I will come over there and break your phone.
Yeah, I'll come over there and break your phone. I can take you. I'm going to fight you or something like that. And he's like, what, you said you were like 150 pounds? Yeah, no, this is what 150 pounds looks like, you jelly shit. Where do you live? Like Shippensburg or something? I was like, that's close enough. He's like, do you even go to college? Like, why do you even bother going to college? You're like, what are you, like Lennon's new ponytail or something like that? He's like, just get a life and die. You motherfucker, stop filming this. And then Shane Gillis is in the back. He's like, Casey, seriously, just stop. So I'm like, okay, fine. He's like, oh, you listen to him, but not me? I'm like, Shane Gillis is tall and scary. I think I have a right. And then I was pretty much the only one he started shitting on. He said something about, like, do you remember terrible 60s references that nobody else gets? Ben D. Steckler remembers. Kept doing stuff like that. And he turned to Manny and he was trying to say something bad about Manny, but I was like, honestly, I love you. You're so smiley and nice to everyone. And he's like, but no, seriously, you guys are all really great guys, and I'm going to miss you all, except Keith. And I think each of you, if you really try hard enough, you can go far, except Keith.
Keith.
So that was really great.
Folks.
Keith.
Keith, folks. What's going on anymore?
I don't know. That was the thing.
Oh, God.
Hey, look, another boat.
That's a speedboat.
That can go suck my cock.
It's got
You have a cock?
I
It's
do.
You have a
got
cock?
ladies.
I just want to suck your big black cock.
I'm using my cock as an anchor right now, so I'm kind of tied to the boat.
You just like threw it over your shoulder, overboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, we're not turning anymore.
Overboard.
Oh, I guess we are. Never mind.
Over.
We need to get out of here before
Whoa,
the
a fish
government
just-
sees us.
A fish just tried to suck my cock.
You felt it?
Yeah.
It was just like going, oh, what's this?
That's pretty much what it was.
Oh.
It was quite nice.
Oh, yeah, I'm one of those two things. Yeah, I'm one of those 217 things.
I think Lennon, Erica, and I wrote the third edition of Groupcast Retarded Sounds of the Amazon CD last night. I don't know what exactly happened, but the three of us were.
I feel like
That's all it was for like 10 minutes.
apparently, if you walk through a rainforest, you just hear monkeys off in the distance doing monkey shit. I feel like our version of that is just whoa, yeah, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
And it was whoa, 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 pass him, Bobby,
When we were on the way back from Shippensburg,
Our retarded sounds of the rainforest is Hank Hill getting raped.
by possums.
Bob and no,
Bob and no.
Whoa! That's the sound of Hank Hill getting raped. Seriously, rape is not a joke. Disclaimer.
Boy. Bobby,
Kick your ass.
kick your ass. Propane.
I'll kick your ass, propane.
I'll kick your propane.
You're a colorless, odorless gas. I can kick your ass.
Hey, that rhymes. I'm a regular Dr. Seuss. Boy. Hank is like Perry. Instead of saying yeah, he goes boy.
On the way back from Shippensburg, we just kept saying possum. Then we actually saw a possum, and we're like, oh, it's a real possum.
Fucking, it was Lennon. He was just screaming at everything. And then there's a small herd of deer off to the side of the road. He goes, possum! No,
he
those are
kept
not.
going, woo!
Yeah. God damn.
Tiptoe. Yeah.
Through the lake. We are really turning.
Yeah, that's because of the wind.
And
Wind.
the anchor's not.
We're just turning in place.
Shh! Don't ruin her illusion.
That's what she does all the time.
Ooh. Ooh. Ah, ooh, ooh, doggy. Ooh, Bobber. Ooh.
Let's bring some structure back. It's time for Today I Learned.
Today you learned what?
Today I learned that the PlayStation controller It actually has some interesting things about it.
Which one? There's a whole lot of PlayStation controllers.
Just the basic layout.
Okay.
Because the buttons, X, circle, square, and triangle, actually mean different things because of how they were trying to portray them.
Okay.
X and circle were supposed to be in different places, in reverse places.
Okay.
Because the circle was supposed to be like, okay, because it's a red circle.
Yeah.
Like, doo-doo-doo-doo. Like,
Yeah.
okay. And then X was like, no.
Yeah.
Even though, for some reason, they changed it to X being yes and circle being no, so it's backwards.
X marks the spot and circles our lips.
Most PlayStation
Yeah.
PlayStation games I've played, like 1 and 2, triangles was back or no
Yeah.
or shit.
But this is how it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Square was supposed to be like a map button, which is why it's a pink square. It's supposed to look like a map.
Okay.
And then
I'm a mat.
And then triangle was supposed to be like the camera button or point of view, because it's a triangle shaped like a person's head. Because people have triangle heads.
Sure.
Or it's supposed to be like a
Conehead.
compass.
Or like
Dan
the field
Aykroyd.
of vision.
And I thought that was really,
Pyramid head.
I thought that was really cool.
That's cool.
Cone head.
Conehead with Dan Aykroyd?
Woo! Pass him.
They had no eyebrows.
Indeed. They also thought condoms were dumb.
Yeah,
Chiclet.
that freaked me out. Honestly.
When they ate condoms?
Yeah. It's just like, no, that's disgusting.
That possum was tall, brown, and handsome.
And had
What?
antlers.
It's something that Erica said last week on our way back from New York.
That sounds like something she would say.
And
This
she's
possum
drunk.
is tall, brown, and handsome.
Yeah. And she went to say that York Hospital was a huge ass building. She goes, that hospital's ass.
She couldn't fit it all in. You know how that is.
That's terrible.
I know.
Turtable.
Oh,
What
man.
else did you have?
Oh,
Anything in particular?
no. Did anyone hear that Apple bought Beats this week?
I
Yep.
did hear that.
Yeah. So I guess you could say an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Dr. Dre, that is. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm right.
Ladies.
I'm like dicing tomatoes.
What the fuck?
You're just dicing tomatoes.
With your titty.
With your kitties.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing nipples.
One-eyed, one-winged, purple monster people eater.
One-eyed,
Exactly.
one horn,
Fuck you,
flying
Dion
purple
Booth.
people eater.
Stealing my childhood dream away from me.
I'm animating that too, by the way. Yeah, today of the day we're recording this, Kyle the Box Wizard came out.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that when I was sitting on the steps outside waiting for Wes.
Yep. It was good.
I was just scrolling through Facebook and was like, I'm a box wizard, gotta click it. So I sat there and watched it. I'm a box wizard, me as a wizard.
Yeah.
That's it, I'm God, me as God. Fuck yeah, I'm a wizard, Harry. I'm Hagrid!
The best part was like there's beasts, there's half beasts. It was a squirrel and then a squirrel with muscular legs. Go watch that.
Fucking super wizard god.
Super Wizard guys. Now my profile picture on Facebook.
It really should be Kyle's profile.
I want it to be mine because
know,
I came up with super wizard god.
I want the still shot of me as God. And then I'll just use that.
Do that then.
I've gotta get it.
Screenshot it.
Gotta get it all.
Can't wait to get it on.
Gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Don't stop
Gotta
till you
catch 'em
get
all,
enough.
gotta catch 'em all. Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Dance.
SCDs.
Dance. Oh. No, not like that. Flash.
Oh.
You know that song Boogie Wonderland? Every time I sing it, the word dance gets shorter. Dance. The musical stylings of Groupcast.
Flush. The center of the universe. Dun 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 dun.
Yes,
Flushed.
to save a planet, flush the toilet.
Flushed. Ah. Defender of the waterworks.
Dun dun.
Dun,
There
dun.
with my brand new iPhone. It got flushed down the toilet.
Look at me in my brand new Hyundai.
Look at me in my brand new Hyundai.
I don't know about you.
wanna leave me when I refuse to let you go.
Boats. I refuse to let you boats.
I refuse to let you boats.
I refuse to let you
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
But no, Stacy, yesterday when we were watching the best exotic marigold hotel
For the elderly
for
and
the elderly and
beautiful.
beautiful. Yes, that guy. I swear the part where it was they were walking along, those two people, and this guy was like, "Here, come in here," and they're like, "No, that's okay." He's like, "Come in, here," and it was the band of Indian people playing the music. I immediately thought Tunic Tune.
I immediately thought of the mariachi band assault.
Yeah, it was like an Indian mariachi band.
So, Indianachi.
Indianapolis. So I was hoping for a way to put this in here, but I really...
Stick it in.
I'm just going to stick it in the USB
Better
cord.
bust out the lubricant, because I'm just going right in there.
Rape is not a joke.
Whoa!
Laugh, because this is funny, motherfuckers. I'm watching you. I'm raping you. Yeah.
Okay. But no,
Ooh, I'm free now.
I want to know.
I wanna know.
What is...
Have you ever seen Lorraine? Yes.
I saw that bitch the other day. She still owes me her potluck recipe.
Robin Hood Men in Tights, latrine.
Latrine.
It's
Better than
Shit
shit house.
Wait, you changed it to latrine? Yeah, you used to be shit house. That's my best impression.
Used to be Millhouse. Hey, you guys, can Millhouse be a meme now?
Yes.
No, it's not supposed to be. You idiots.
Can we use Millhouse from The Simpsons? As a
No.
meme for everything, because I want to.
No, we're not allowed.
Why?
Because Millhouse not being a meme is a meme. Seriously. The internet is weird.
Yeah, it is.
But anyway,
You found the entire Bible redid in cat.
no, isn't that great?
And in Ebonics.
And in Ebonics. I don't think I told you guys
Did you
about
find one in Ewok?
What does that sound like?
Like an Ewok?
I don't remember what an Ewok sounds like.
Neither do I, but I want one. Well, I have
How
one.
about a Jawa? Houdini!
That's all I remember is...
Houdini! Brini! Woohoo! Woohoo! Okay.
Oh, I got the best idea ever.
I think
A
Stacy
Wookiee
swallowed her
with-
tongue.
A Wookiee with Ewok nunchucks.
They're just like holding hands really hard.
I once saw a picture. I once saw a picture of an Ewok really close up. He's going like
Yeah.
really angry and it says prepare your
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. I don't know why. Riley showed me that once. I lost my shit for the day. I just saw it. I couldn't hold my shit. I laughed through our entire... This was back when we did 14-hour Skype calls and played WoW together.
Okay.
We just made days of shit. The entire day it was just laughing and prepare your... Because it wasn't a picture. I saw it on a cake.
Oh. Prepare your anus because it's my birthday and I want anal.
I saw the Ewok face and prepare your anus on a cake. He showed me a picture of that and I lost my shit.
The one that was like that for me was the same thing, but it was Theodore from the
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, and he was just like angry, like facing forward. And he's like got his fist clenched up and it says "Prepare your anus." Yeah. And I was showing that to one of my friends when I was in high school. Our thing in that class, it was a publishing class for just like making brochures and everything, and we always tried to like plow right through all of those projects that we had to do. So we had all this free time because I had just discovered emulators, so I was like always playing those. And at one point, I just gathered all of my folder of funny pictures I found on the internet because everybody has those, right?
Yeah.
Just the wealth of funny pictures, and I was showing them to him. And when we got to that picture, I died. And the teacher was like right behind us at his desk because we were like at the back row, and he was like right there, and he was screen watching our computers from his computer, and so I was laughing. It's like, this seems suspicious. And like right as we were about to leave for our next class, he pulled me aside. He's like, "Listen, if you don't stop doing that, it's gonna be like that other picture you saw you were showing to him. Welcome to fail population U." And you gotta understand, this guy is like a no-nonsense, square-faced fat guy. And his name was Larry. So, like, referencing something that was on the internet, and it was like just a funny picture. I'm like, this is a little bizarre.
Larry the fat guy is laying down the law.
Yes, there you go. Well, he wasn't fat when I was in his class, but he was fat before, and now he's fat now.
So before class he was fat, then when I got there he lost all of his weight, and then when I left he got it back somehow.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah. One of my favorite pictures I saw on Tumblr once, it was a cake that someone had
This
gotten.
is prepare your anus.
No. Sorry I had sex with your mom.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! I had sex with your mom.
When I have kids, I wanna get that for them for their birthday. Sorry I had sex with your mom.
My mom
What
told
do you
me,
want to do more, that or where don't babies come from?
All of them. I want to do all of it.
put them on t-shirts. And wear them all. Wear them out
Put
in
your
public.
babies literally on a t-shirt.
Where don't
Just
babies
duct
come
tape.
from? Here, 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 here.
They don't come from nipples.
Not yet.
They don't come from nipples.
Genetic engineering.
Jesus, Dad, what's wrong with you?
The kid's like 36, you're having a beer. You know babies don't come from nipples? Yeah, Dad, I'm pretty sure.
You want to see my nipples, son? I want to show you my nipples. Oh God, I'm going to scar my children for life.
Don't worry, I'll be there to fix them.
Oh, by the way, the other day,
I
when
found this.
that's a buoy.
That
It
is
wants,
wet.
it wants to join us.
It's like, hey kids, put it back.
It's jerking. It was so exciting.
The other
to see
day,
it.
when after we'd gone to Amanda's graduation party, we were just hanging out. We were going to have a show,
Yep.
but we didn't. We just hung out. It was you, me, and Stacy.
Woo!
And you were talking about all the, like how much you wanted kids,
Yeah.
and how you were playing with that one person's
Cheese's kids.
Cheese's kids.
Her brother and sister. Or, no, niece and sister. Or nephew and sister. God damn it.
On the way back home,
Yeah.
Stacy was like,
God.
I don't know about you, and maybe this is just me being a female, but when Wes was talking about having kids and playing with his kids, that was really hot.
Thank you.
And I was like, wait, what? She's like, when guys talk about having kids and like being with kids, it's really hot.
Sorry.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Can you explain?
I don't know. Maybe because you see and hear about so many deadbeat dads who want nothing to do with their kids.
Me and Wes talk about wanting to have kids all the time. We don't have women fawning over us 24/7. I wish I did.
Yeah.
Cheese and I are now friends because I babysat her nephew, and I became his Uncle Big Wes.
See, I don't talk about having kids and playing with kids, so you ran out
I was
of luck.
just Pimp Moses.
Here, climb on this jungle gym. Okay.
No. I became Pimp Moses the other weekend.
Oh.
Not with the small children.
No. When I was a pimp when I was a kid. Now that I'm older, I'm Pimp Moses, and it's not because I have a beard.
Oh. I was just about
Then
to
get
ask
to the point there, Jethro.
I'm Pimp Moses. Do I need a point?
Yes. How are you Moses?
How did you become Moses?
When Riley's parents were gone, we kind of lived at his house
Okay.
the entire time,
Right.
except when I was working and sleeping at my house and then working. Anyway, the one Friday, everybody was getting together over at Riley's, and we were just going to hang out and have fun. And I got off work an hour early, so I didn't call nobody. I just decided, fuck it, I'm showing up. I didn't know everybody was going to be there and already started without me. I was just like, I'm showing up. So I stop, see everybody's there. I'm like, this will be great. I walk in, it's Wes, Ryan, Riley, Cheese, and Miranda. And
I don't know who that last one is.
They're all just sitting at the table, having fun. I just see glasses and bottles and Coke cans like all over the table, and they're just having a great time. And I walk in, and Riley flips out like, "Holy shit, what are you doing here?" And I was like, "I got off work early." So we had fun, and then I put burgers, chicken patties, waffles, and French toast into the oven.
And like no one ate.
We ate all but 3 burgers.
I think there was some waffles left.
No,
there was more than burgers left.
No, because I put the 2 waffles together with a chicken patty in the middle, and I ate the last of the waffles.
There you go.
But I was too lazy to bust out bread, so I used waffles.
Chicken and waffles.
There you go.
But
Using waffles as a
later
sandwich.
on, we were watching movies. We were goofing around while movies were on in the background, and only
Holes.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't think we saw an entire movie.
No.
But the 2 girls were getting freaked out because they were watching The Woman in Black, and they were just scared.
But it wasn't scary.
They were terrified that Daniel Radcliffe wasn't Harry Potter.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
He's so gorgeous.
But
Random piece of trivia about Daniel Radcliffe. He knows all of the elements in order.
Really?
Anyway, later on, after everybody started to fall asleep, Wes is on the sectional, or the twofer couch.
The recliner.
The reclining couch with Cheese. Cheese is like curled up into a ball, and Wes is reclined out, and he's just asleep. Me and Miranda are on the love seat. I'm practically laying on her, and I barely know her, but I don't fucking care.
Miranda? I hardly know her.
We were just talking about random stuff, and I was freaking her out because it was dark and she was scared, so I was saying stuff like, you don't want a woman appearing from nowhere, and she heard Wes snoring, and it was freaking her out. It was great. Riley was in his room mostly naked, sleeping.
Is that what the woman in black sounds like? She just screams and...
Thanks.
Ryan's on the air mattress in the other room. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go downstairs in the basement and camp out again. And Miranda's like, well, don't leave me here. I was like, fine, you can come too.
And he's like, hi, I'm Ryan.
And Cheese wakes up and she decides to come too.
Yeah. I heard her say something. I heard like a conversation go on, and then, don't fucking leave me here by myself. She stomps off, slams the door to the basement. I swear to God, she fell down the stairs.
She almost did, yeah.
Because I hear slam.
You're the lightest sleeper I know, even more than my old roommate. Because this is what happened. The one time I camped out...
Hold on, I've got a Moses...
Oh, yeah.
Pimp Moses.
Okay, got it.
So, there were 2 air mattresses in the basement. So we put them horizontal together, and I just laid down in the middle and was about to go to sleep. I was laying on my stomach. The girls were getting pissed at me. It's like, okay, now what are we going to do? I was like, you lay down. They're like, yeah, but we don't have pillows. So turn over. So I got on my back and I opened my arms. I had one under each arm. I was like, yeah, I'm a pimp. And the mattresses were slowly spreading apart between us. So I was like, yep, I'm Pimp Moses. I'm parting the mattresses and splitting legs. Because Pimp Moses. And they were just laughing.
It all makes sense.
Then I got up to pee. So I got up out of the bed, woke them up. Because they were the only ones sleeping. I couldn't fall asleep because I was uncomfy. But I didn't mind because I felt like a pimp. That was good enough for me. So I went upstairs, peed, washed my hands, went back downstairs. Cheese was in a ball in the one corner. Miranda was laying on the entire one mattress. I'm like...
It was like a semicolon.
It was like, fuck it. I'm just laying down. So I laid down next to
He
Cheese.
flops over and they all go bouncing up in the
And my legs just drape over Miranda. And she doesn't care. And Cheese ends up, like, moving from the corner towards me, still in a ball. I don't know how she did it.
She rolled.
No, it's just like she kind of attracted towards me as though I had a gravitational pull. And then you guys came down and found us like that.
Fucking Riley fell down and up the stairs at least 4 times.
Sounds like him.
But I
Broke his leg twice.
I was Pimp Moses.
Same leg.
So I was Snoop Dogg from that ERB video.
Yeah, Snoop Lion, you mean?
Yeah, Snoopzilla.
Oh yeah, he's Snoopzilla now.
Yeah.
The hell? Do you know how? Did you guys hear how he said he became Snoop Lion?
Something about a spiritual trip to.
He went to Jamaica.
Jamaica.
This is what he said. He went to Jamaica, and he absorbed.
I'm sure it was
and he-
spiritual.
And he lit up a blunt, and he smoked the spirit of Bob Marley.
Oh.
He didn't just smoke with the spirit of Bob Marley. He smoked the spirit of
Did
Bob
I tell you
Marley.
what a Jamaican cigar is?
No, what? Weed?
Yeah, pretty much. One of the guys I work with used to be a security guard in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
And he is also a connoisseur of cigars. He likes to collect and smoke nice cigars. A Jamaican cigar is about 18 inches long.
Okay.
It's about 2.5 inches thick.
That's enormous.
A quarter of an inch thick, all the way down the middle, is marijuana.
Wow.
So 18 inches, a quarter inch thick is marijuana. And then it's rolled
That's like
up.
the scrum-diddly-umptious of
And then it's rolled up in
weed.
tobacco leaf for the other 2.5, so it looks like a cigar. They were $30 a piece. He sold them for $50 a piece. He had like 20 of them.
wow. And he's a security guard in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
How does he get away with
He
it?
also went to high school with Dave Chappelle.
Okay. Well,
I want to hear your story about me being a light sleeper.
I was just gonna say when I was camping out at the barn the one time, I woke up at like 6 a.m.
In West Said black people.
No, and
Because he does that.
you're snoring, and I'm like, I'm bored. I'm gonna get out my laptop, and so I open the laptop, and you go, and you turn around, and you're like, what are you doing? I go like this, and you turn around.
Yeah. I learned that from security because at some points I just had such long nights that I needed to power nap. So I learned to power nap while listening. So like I could hear people walking outside the door or walking up to the door. So I just can't not hear anything when I sleep. So if there's something out of the ordinary, I can totally be.
If
awake for
the
it.
woman in black drifts by, going.
I was seriously freaking Miranda out. We were just laying there, and I was laying on her. I don't know what part of her. I was just laying on her.
All of them.
I just want to know, since we were talking about slightly scary stuff, I want to know, what's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Inception nightmares.
What?
Oh, no, I got one better.
Okay.
I was 4 years old. My parents took me to Disneyland. Hold on, it gets better.
Okay.
My grandparents went, my sister when she was like 1.5. So she was real small.
When she
My
was
grandparents
negative.
left at like 10 o'clock, and they took my sister back to the hotel. We went to Florida. My parents...
That's where Disney World is.
Yeah. That one then.
Yeah.
Land is in California, I guess.
Yes.
But,
Zone is in Paris. Disney Zone. The highway to the Disney Zone. Yeah. Okay.
But,
All right.
my parents decided to take me to the space section of Disney World. And they had a live action play of a spacey thing going on. And my parents were like, you're going to see an alien for the first time. And I'm 4. I'm like, outer space. Awesome.
That was me too.
So we lined up for this thing. And in the hallway before the show starts, they were doing like a mini puppet show kind of thing. They had an alien in a case. And then they teleported it to another case. I don't know how they mechanically did it, but it was kind of cool. Went from here to there. I was like, okay, I've seen an alien. I'm ready to go. And they're like, nope, we haven't gotten to the show yet. So we go inside. It's this big, circle, dark room. And you sit in your chair, and then they latch the thing over you. So you can't leave.
Okay.
You're forced to sit there.
Have them probe you in the urethra. Whoa! Oh!
And then they have
Urethra!
actors... Then they
Joke's
have
on you,
actors
I've got a narrow urethra.
act out this scene of a ship got caught in space, and some guy's going to try teleporting from one ship to another, but a malfunction occurs, and he mutates into a space monster thing. And you
Okay.
see him bust out of this glass thing and like kill people. Like, this is very graphic for for Disney World.
Disney World.
He's killing people, and then they have him on zip ties. He's like flying over the audience and shit. And then he goes up on the catwalks above, and you can hear him and like kind of see movement, and you can hear him like killing people. And then they'll like drop water droplets down on the people to think that they're bleeding onto you.
Oh my!
The entire time from him turning into a monster up until this point, I was nonstop screaming my head off. Everybody is staring at my parents because there is a 4-year-old being traumatized in Disney World. And my parents are apparently demon spawned for doing such.
And that's when they shut that production down.
When I was 11 and saw the movie Signs, I had a month of nightmares because of that occurrence when I was 4. I couldn't watch Signs until I was 16, again, because I didn't want to deal with the shit. It was just nonstop nightmares of me being poisoned by aliens or just watched while I was sleeping or they were hiding in my closet and shit.
Stacy, what was the scariest thing that happened to you?
We should wrap up pretty soon because my battery is almost dead.
Okay.
Well, don't let it die.
I'm going to try not to.
Don't multitask.
Make it quick.
I'm not.
Alright, scariest thing was when I was like 3, somewhere between 3 and 5. I woke up.
4.
And somebody was raping you.
No! I woke up because.
Rape's not a joke.
I woke up because I had nightmares.
Whoa!
I woke up.
Baba no, Baba no.
Hey, I woke up because I had nightmares, so I went out of my room and went on the couch, and then my dad decided to come out of his room to go to the bathroom. He was only in undies. That scared me.
I thought you were gonna say like your parents were having sex on the couch.
You know how kids usually like climb into the bed of their parents when they're scared and had nightmares?
I did that once when my parents were naked, like after they did it.
No, what I would do is I would sneak into my parents'
You
room.
sat on the cum towel.
when
No,
we
this
lived
is
in the trailer, my dad would like undress to his underwear and throw his clothes beside his bed. That way, if he needed to get up in the middle of the night, he had something to wear. I would lay there and I would use his clothes as a blanket. I would lay on the floor and use his clothes as a blanket and sleep on the floor next to my parents. My dad stepped on me a couple of times.
Okay, here's the scariest thing that happened to me. I'm gonna try and go quick.
Okay.
So it wasn't that happened to me. It was to this other kid.
Okay.
But I induced it. I was 6 years old. No, I think I was 10, and this other kid was 6. And this was the most evil child you've ever seen. And he was over at my house, and we had this crawl space. And I walked, and we went in there, and I was like, "Do you want to have? I'm trying.
Full percent.
Do you want to hear the story of how this house burned down?" He's like, "Okay." And so
I remember you telling
yeah,
me.
I just pulled this story out of my ass about how this woman, this little kid died in the house as it burnt down. They built it back up. And so he went home, and then my mom comes to me the next day and was like, "Listen, you need to stop telling him stories. He has nightmares now." And I'm pretty sure he still has nightmares about me telling that story. That's all.
Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Rape is not a joke.
No,
Unless it's funny.
Oh, good night, everybody.